Louis is hunting for Hanukkah presents. They're surely hiding under one of the many messes he's creating. He scans the basement, leading Disney's viewers to believe Jews are robots. Walt would have loved it. Mama Stevens is whipping up latkes, telling the story of Hanukkah for kids in flyover states who have never met a Jew. Where's Louis? He's in a presents Dutch oven, huffing gifts like a fiend. Louis hears Papa coming and wraps the loot in a ball he hangs out a second-story window. Shockingly, his plan comes unraveled. Everything gets smashed. The fam rags on Louis for his brain-dead scheme to steal stuff that would soon be his just to sniff and destroy. He hears the words no child ever wants to hear.
You are grounded for Hanukkah.
No. Louis makes a Hanukkah wish.
They'd be better if I was never born.
Baruch Hata Ada, what the fuck? It's Louis's great-great-great-great-grandmother Bubby Rose. Louis doesn't buy it, so Bubby does some very scary Jewish ghost magic. She heard his emo prayer to die, and Bubby's in the building to give him a Hanukkah he'll never forget. We going on a journey, son, but not before you put on this sweater. Bubby's orders. Louis's dead grandsester flies his ass around the moon and back, a Hanukkah tradition, and brings him to a world where he was never born. She says his family can't see or hear him, but Louis remains skeptical of this intergalactic superpowered spirit. Bubby was not lying, and because Louis was never born, the fam got Curtis instead. Curtis is an honor student who would never destroy Hanukkah gifts, or get kicked out of a Jerry's Deli for throwing his gin and tonic at a bartender. Denser than a stack of bricks, Louis tries talking to Ren, then ghost wizards into her locked bedroom. Let's hope she's not Lady Jacking. Fortunately, Ren was not spinning her dreidel. Louis fingers her brain? There might be a better way to say that, probably not. In this Louisless land, Ren's a leather-clad bad girl dating a motorcycle-riding bad boy named Spider. Fucking awesome. Donnie walks in to say, like Ren, he's depressed, living in Curtis's perfect shadow. Enter Curtis, who bitches them out for breathing too loud while he studies. He's a loony monster dingus. Bubby gives Louis a magic dead lady kiss. Gross. Now they can see him. Ren and Donnie question this child, who appeared the fuck out of nowhere. Louis says he's a foreign exchange student from Pennsylvania. An alibi that raises more questions than it answers. They spill their guts to this stranger, lamenting the frustrations of living with a faultless sibling. Louis says you gotta focus on your strengths.
I can spit really far.
A skill Ren picked up dating Spider. Everyone is sick of walking on eggshells for Curtis bin Laden. Louis interrupts the family's kitchen kvetch sesh. Ren invites this kid, who appears to have no intention of leaving, to stay for Hanukkah. Louis offers to help, then does the opposite, and drops that chicken. The Stevens clan becomes instantly enamored with this juvenile rando molesting raw poultry for giggles. Curtis ain't having it. Louis is entering hour 7 of his chicken comedy special, wearing the bird like a hat to lead a conga line, a Hanukkah tradition. Curtis plants an envelope of Hanukkah cash in Louis's sweater. Someone definitely found one of Walt's old journals. Attention, the Hanukkah dough is missing. Detective Curtis investigates.
Here, Dad, let me check again. Oops.
Very smooth. The fam wisely decides it might be time to more thoroughly interrogate this home invader with a shaky backstory who wears raw meat like a helmet. Curtis is gonna call 5-0. Curtis blows. Oh no! It was all a dream. The fam talked it over. They're ready to forgive Louis for ruining Hanukkah and forgive him in advance for ruining Transformers. Everybody's throwing wood at Mount Sinai Casino when Aunt Bubby strolls in to say she found these in the trash. Why would this family she doesn't know throw out perfectly good, unsmashed gifts? Bubby vanishes, then blows Louis a goodbye kiss. Scariest fucking Hanukkah ever. So what did we learn today? If you watch the Disney Channel to learn about Jewish culture, you're in for a bumpy ride. They got the latkes and holiday backstory right, but Jews are not robots from the future with magical dead grandma ghosts who fly you into space and unsmash gifts. And if you're writing a holiday episode, rip off It's a Wonderful Life. The formula works great because this magical time of year makes people want to die. And Bubby will never let you leave the house without your sweater, especially not over her dead body. See you next time on a very special episode.